Hi, first grade friends that are virtual. My name is Mrs. Hicks, and I'm going to be your art teacher this year. For the first day of class, I would like you guys to decorate your sketchbooks. I do this with every kid that I teach, whether you're virtual or in person. Now, if you don't have a sketchbook because you didn't have time to go and pick one up at school, why don't you just decorate a piece of paper for me today with all of your favorite things? Now, my friends that do have a sketchbook, you can decorate the front cover and the back cover, and then there are two pages, the first page and the second page, that I would like for you to fill out so that I can get to know you a little bit better. I can't wait to see what you guys create today, and I hope that you guys have fun. Hi, first grade artists. I hope that you enjoyed the book The Dot, and if you can't find that video, it should be right on your Google Classroom. So today we're going to make our own dot. So you can see I'm starting with a big circle so that I know where to stop. And what I'm using is my oil pastels. You can also use crayons if you don't have those yet. And I'm going to start by making some designs. I'm going to go all the way out to the edge, and I'm making a pattern, which means I'm going to repeat the same thing over and over again with my colors. I'm going to make a rainbow pattern. Now I want you to get creative and make your own dot. You don't have to copy me. I would like to see how creative you can get just by drawing some lines and some different shapes. Once you're done drawing your designs, you can start by painting the inside of your dot. Again, I'm going to do a pattern, and I'm going to start with purple, and I'm going to go backwards in the rainbow. Again, I want you to make your own pattern and your own color decisions because it's your dot, but this is just what I'm doing today. So when we use our watercolors, we want to make sure that we wash off our brush each time that we go into a new color really, really well. A water cup could be something as easy as a yogurt cup from your recycle bin if you don't know, if you don't have a water cup at home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully go around each of my lines and make sure that I'm staying inside. That way my colors don't blend too much together, and I hope you have fun. Alright artists, it looks like I'm almost done with my dot. I hope you are too. Now once your paper dries, you could cut this out and you could hang it up on your wall, just like Vashti did. I can't wait to see what your dots look like. I hope you had fun using your oil pastels and watercolors. We're going to use these later this week as well, so this was a good warm-up for us. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, guys. Alright, my artists, I hope you had fun watching that Paul Cezanne video. He's one of my favorite artists to teach about. So today we're going to make our own bowl of fruit just like Paul Cezanne. Now if you have your own fruit at home, by all means you can set that up right in front of you and you can draw from real life. If you don't have fruit at home, you can use one of the pictures that I have uploaded in Google Classroom. What I'm doing right now is I am making sure the outline of my fruit all fit on my paper. You can see that I'm drawing the plate as well. Once I'm all done drawing my fruit and all of those small details that you see, like the stems and how those lines come down on my orange, I'm going to make my lines darker, and then I'm going to add a cool pattern in the background. I did wavy lines on my background. If you don't want to do wavy lines, you could choose a different kind of line. And tomorrow, what we're going to do is we're going to start to mix our colors and we're going to kind of start to experiment so that on Friday we can paint our fruit. Hello artists! Today we're going to start mixing our colors. So you're going to want to have your watercolor set out and a bowl of water. Now on page 9 in your sketchbook there is a color mixing sheet. So as you can see I'm starting it with my red, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill inside of my red first. I'm going to wash my brush off and I'm going to dip into my yellow. Remember, we really want to wash our brush off nice and clean so we don't mix our colors. I want you to try to stay inside the lines as best as you can. You're going to fill out that yellow, and then what you're going to see is when two primary colors mix, they make what's called a secondary color. Now red and yellow are going to make orange. You can see I added some water before I'm starting to mix my colors. That's going to help you so that the paper and the water really mix well. I'm going to start with my yellow first, and you can see I'm starting to add my red. I always start with the lightest color first, and then I can always go back in and add a little bit more of the dark and the light colors as I'm mixing together. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do this all the way down the page, and then in the back of your sketchbook I would like you to experiment with more color mixing today. That's going to be more independent, and you can choose different colors that you want to mix together and see how they react. This is going to help us with our project tomorrow. I hope you guys have fun, and I can't wait to see how many colors you can make. Alright artists, today is the day we're going to finish our project. I can't wait to see how these are going to look by the end of today. So what we're going to do today, friends, is we're going to make sure that we're going to mix our colors. So you're going to see that I'm going to start with my red apple, and it does have a little bit of yellow on it, which we learned yesterday is going to make orange. Now, when we're mixing our green apples, what I would like you to do, instead of using the green paint that's already in your palette, I would like you to make your own green. Remember yesterday that was blue and yellow mixed together. Now you do have to be a little bit careful with the blue because it can take over just a little bit, but if you add enough yellow, it's going to make it really nice and green. Alright artists, now that my apples are done, I'm going to start to paint the background. I'm going to spread some water out first before I put my paint down. That's going to help you really be able to stretch your watercolors so that we don't run out of them too quickly. Once you're in the background as well, I'd still like you to mix some colors. So for example, I'm going to mix some purple, and maybe I even add some other colors in the background. I'd love for you to add a colorful, beautiful background to our beautiful apple painting.